Can you make more progress by smashing your muscles with a bunch of sets in one workout? Or are you better off spreading that work out across multiple workout days? I'm Jonathan. My wife and I own Digital Barbell, an online training and nutrition company. And today we're tackling one of the most common questions we hear when it comes to building strength and muscle. How often should you train a muscle group per week if you want to maximize your strength and muscle gains? We're also going to talk about the reasons why group classes with a more random structure might not ever give you the strength and physique results that you're after. For years, people have used classic bro splits where you hit a muscle group really hard once per week and then you move on to the next. The most common plan out there is a 3-day split, which some people call push, pull, legs, where you'll hit bench press on Monday, back and biceps on Wednesday, and finally your legs on Friday, just to make sure that you can't walk around all weekend. But here is the thing. Research shows that training a muscle group more frequently, about 2 to 3 times per week, can lead to much better results. Today I'm going to explain why frequency, volume, and intensity are the key players in that equation, and why it's not just about how much you lift, but how focused you are too. All right, let's start with frequency. Imagine you're trying to learn a new skill like playing the guitar. If you practice once a week, you might get better, but really slowly. But if you pick that guitar up multiple times per week, you'll reinforce what you've already learned, you'll build up some calluses on those fingers, and your skills will improve much faster. Training your muscles really works the same way. If you train a muscle only once per week, it's like giving it a single reminder to grow and get stronger. But if you hit that muscle 2 to 3 times per week, you're giving it more frequent signals to adapt, and that leads to faster growth and better strength gains. A study in the Journal of Strength and Conditioning Research found that training each muscle group twice per week resulted in significantly better muscle hypertrophy compared to training each muscle group only once per week. Another reason training a muscle group with similar exercises multiple times per week is because you get better at doing the actual movement. A big part of muscle and strength gain happens because of what is going on with your central nervous system, not just in your muscles. And in this case, practice means progress. Now, does that mean that you're repeating the exact same workout every single time? No, not at all. You don't have to hammer out bench press every single Monday and Thursday. One day might be a heavy bench press for low reps, and later in the week, you'll switch it up to dumbbell presses or incline dumbbell bench with higher reps. The variety targets different muscle fibers, keeps your training interesting, and keeps your joints and tendons free from those nagging injuries that you definitely want to avoid. So, frequency is important, but only if you manage your volume properly. Volume is the total amount of work you do for each muscle. I'm talking about the number of sets and reps. If you only train a muscle group once per week, you're limited by how much work you can pile into that one training session. If you try to cram in everything into one day, you're likely to just get fatigued before the end of the workout, and the quality of that volume really drops off. Junk volume isn't what we're after. But if you spread that volume out over multiple sessions, you can hit the muscles much more effectively. For our training clients, we try to target between 10 and 20 sets per muscle group per week, split across 2 to 3 workouts. This way you're hitting your muscles with enough total volume, and you're able to maintain better form and push heavier weights across the whole week. 10 to 20 sets might sound like a lot, but remember, we're talking about hitting the same muscle group, not the exact same exercise. If you did 3 sets of bicep curls, 3 sets of dumbbell rows, and 3 sets of chin-ups, you've already hit your biceps with 9 sets. Now let's talk about intensity, because this is where 2 people can follow the exact same workout program and see completely different results. It all comes down to effort. If you zoned out for any part of this, come back, because this one really does matter a lot. You can't just go through the motions of your workout and expect to make progress. How close are you getting to failure? How hard are you really pushing in those final reps of each set? Think of 2 people that are following the same workout program. One person pushes hard, taking each set really close to failure, making every single rep count. The other person is kind of half distracted, using their phone, stopping way short of failure, and just really going through the motions. Guess who's going to see more progress? There's research that backs this up too. Studies show that training closer to failure while maintaining good form stimulates more muscle growth. Even if frequency and volume are equated, intensity is what separates the people who make great progress from people who stay stuck. You've got to bring focused effort to every workout. This is why we encourage our clients to send us videos of their training so we can make sure they're getting the most out of every single session. Now let's address something that we definitely see a lot: People expecting big physique changes from doing group fitness classes alone. Don't get me wrong. Group classes can be fun, they're great for getting you moving and working up a sweat. But if your goal is to build muscle and strength, they usually fall short for one simple reason: randomness. In these classes, you might do squats one day, you might do some push-ups the next day, and who knows what you're gonna do the next time that you come in. There's no structured plan to progressively overload your muscles, and you rarely hit the same muscle groups with enough frequency to see meaningful progress in strength and muscle growth. The random nature of these workouts is really the exact opposite of the more strategic and focused approach you need to make real improvements in your physique. You need consistency, progressive overload, and the ability to track your volume and intensity over time. Yes, you might feel really sore after class or see that your watch tells you burned a lot of calories, but soreness and sweat don't necessarily mean that you're building muscle and strength. The key is a well thought out training plan that ensures you're hitting each muscle group multiple times per week with enough volume and effort to stimulate growth. So why does hitting a muscle 2 to 3 times per week work so well, you might be wondering? Well, you're stimulating muscle growth and muscle protein synthesis more frequently without burning yourself out in any one single session. By breaking your volume into multiple workouts, you're able to train hard and also recover between workouts, which is often overlooked. Here's what it might look like in practice. If you train your legs on Monday, you might focus on squats with heavier weights and lower reps. Then on Friday, you might switch to doing lunges or a leg press with lighter weights but higher reps. The variety not only keeps things fresh and interesting, but helps you target different parts of the muscles, leading to more balanced growth and keeping you from overtraining too. So to sum it all up, if your goal is to build muscle and strength, train each muscle group 2 to 3 times per week. You'll be able to handle more volume, maintain better intensity, and give your muscles more chance to grow. And remember, it's not just about showing up for your workouts either. It's about pushing yourself with focused effort in every workout. If you found this episode helpful, please share it with a friend. Make sure you subscribe before you leave and check the description to see how we can work together. Have a great day.